These are events in the world that define logic, explanation, incidents that I would believe that happen. Sometimes it seems like surveillance cameras are everywhere. They're out in the last word in criminal cases, and they can help protect the innocent. These are thousands and thousands of hours of video recorded daily of some of the most crazy and unique events, often sometimes resulting in people and animals being caught on camera doing something crazy. Today we're going to be looking at Top 10 weird things caught on security camera and CCTV. At number 10 we have Glass Act. This CCTV footage was captured on March 31, 2013. This is in a mall in Perth, Australia, and we see would be a thief clutching an expensive handbag as he flees from the scene. Gram Zero, intent to sell the purse to get money for glasses, because he completely misses the automatic door, cornered full speed with a large fan of commercial glass. In other words, a very solid window. The man is immediately knocked unconscious and collapsed on the ground, still clutching his bag. And first, funny enough, several bystanders came to his aid, not realizing that he was in fact playing the scene. After a little while, the situation is become clear, and a very large blurry man restrains him until police arrives. Meal as safety remained pretty dazed, and it was fairly easy for police to restrain him despite his weak obsession. On number 9 we have Old Security. In this one video we'll see a woman at a gas station who was feeding up a black Cadillac. Pulls up near a man, suddenly jumped from the vehicle and scrambled into her truck, intent on stealing it. When the woman sees what is happening, she leaves on the hood, beginning the man to stop. But he wouldn't. He drives forward, trying to shake off the hood. As he does reach the main road, the thief obviously has a change of heart, deciding that he isn't quite hard enough to turn cars that into murder. And he runs back to Cattle, leading the woman atop. Truck drifting into traffic. Unfortunately, the SUV comes to a stop. Shortly afterwards, the again woman is able to get down to reclaim her vehicle. On number 8 we have Alaskan lawyer mystery bag. In 2018, a woman named Nicole was working alone in a law office one evening when a man cries in all black appears in the window where he stands for a short time before entering the office. When he talks to Nicole, and after a few moments, she pulled out a gun. The frame, he's your protection, a common practice in the area, but certainly the man gestures with his hands in the call appearance to robotically turn away the gun down on the counter. The man then instructs you to return the camera person. She completes taking the camera, following the mystery man out of the building. When other employees returned the next day, they found her purse left behind the gun on the counter and the doors unlocked, but Nicole simply walked away at the instruction of the stranger. As it turns out, Nicole would receive late in the weekend with an incredible story. We encounter being taken to a planning room where people seem to communicate via telepathy, and where she was re-rendered completely mentionless. Her character is a question about her camping trip she had been on recently going on an evening hike. Nicole had came across it, came with the natural strategy of photographing, and it was this experiment of the man wanted to know about. After telling them everything she could, they injected her with a shot that according to them would wipe all of her memories. When she woke up, she had perfect recollection of the entire thing. She was discussed of the encounter in the details over the course of an hour-long interview with an Apex TV. On number 7 we have seeing pineapples in truck. In this clip, 3 men were caught on camera stealing pineapples from the moving truck. 3 men used to do white second to jack, which slowed the pineapples, and then through that eye view of the slow-moving vehicle, the man can be seen throwing his through to the ground before falling off and rolling a couple of meters. His accomplishments seem to have mastered the skill of jumping off a moving vehicle, as they had no problem doing so. The eyewitness claims to have alleged the driver of the truck about the thieves, but the driver merely offered up a shrug. The hill is a hotspot for trucks being targeted due to this slow speed caused by the incline. The man who shot the video says the driver was likely embodied by the relatively light road traffic at the time, and upon overtaking the truck, the witness signaled to its driver, who seems to be aware of what was going on at the back of his vehicle. On number 6, we have cop car thief. Police car occasionally gets stolen or vandalized, and that's part of the reason why they often have multiple security cameras mounted inside of them. Considering most police cars are stolen by optimistic joyriders, this acts as a pretty good deterrent by one shoplifter, and Luke in Texas decided to make her own opportunity. First, she skillfully slips out of her cuffs, and she quickly makes her way into the front seat before peeling off next year, which police on a dangerous chase, but it isn't long before she crashes and is appeared after the incident lit. Kimberly installed barriers in all vehicles, and as for the woman, she was sentenced to an astounding 45 years in prison. On number 5, we have chilling moment of lost sheep. 3 lost sheep found their way onto a rooftop in Cumbria after escaping from the field on February 23, 2020. Anu Larvik spotted the animals chilling on the tiles in Glenriding in the Lake District and called the farmer who came to herd the sheep back to Gilside Farm. The 3 may have climbed up to avoid potential folds was spotted shearing down the path since the flood. The roof on afternoon, he said. It's not every day you see sheep just hanging out chilling on a rooftop. Thought they might have jumped or something, but it really was fun and usual. So he took my phone out to film and post on social media, so it was a mission to get the animals down, but they're all now safely back to the farm. On number 4, we have hamburger. In this strange video, we see a woman pulled up to the drive-thru window at McDonald's location in Columbia, Maryland. The only problem is that it's 4 a.m. in the morning. The location is closed, not the type to be early this direct. She first tried the pourest of the drink by paying open the window and reaching inside, not satisfied with just a beverage. She decides to surprise your value by climbing through the window and then help yourself to 1,400 in food and Happy Meal toys within a few days. The search began for the Habsar hamburger, and a woman named Jessica Cross turned herself over the authorities. She $1,400 in the food. On number 3, we have a pony falls into deep hole. In this video, terrified pony had to be dug out of the deep hole by adding to go after it fell and became trapped in a dramatic video on February 23, 2020. The clip is filmed in Wales, shows the white pony named Flo speaking from the cameras in the US as the mechanical arm with the wheel scrapers away soil as the driver carefully digs up mount, and the horse manages to lift its leg up onto the banking as a hole made big enough for it to escape. It holds itself up and makes a dash for it across the field. As one man says, "I can't believe she's not hurt." David Wilson, who uploaded this clip of little person on Facebook from Wales, had gone to check the pony the fields when he realized one was missing. He said they frantically searched the field before hurrying the pony, Winnie, and dressed from the deep hole with the help of farmers and the local men. The group managed to free the pony, which ran away on skates. Unfortunately, the pony was entrapped overnight. After Wilson spotted her, she was missing from the field. Luckily, with the help of farmer is a different tactic. Big amount only was completely on hunt. On number 2, we have Tim's Horn. This video happened at a fast food restaurant. In this case, the restaurant was open at a Tim Hortons restaurant in Langley, British Columbia, Canada. CCTV captured a woman determining the staff members allowed her to use the washroom after having previous issues with the woman. The worker denied her access, and that is when she became enraged after a quick shouting match with the staff. She enforced herself against a nearby wall and began to Littercade directly in front of the tall woman was well known to police in the area and was arrested a short while later, but shockingly she was given a court date and released, but it remains unknown whether she was ever sentenced and where is she now. Before we continue further, be sure to subscribe to our channel if you didn't until now and ring the bell to get notified for our latest video. If you like the videos, please smash the like button. On number 1, we have terrifying moment caught on CCTV. In this footage shows the BMW hit a van and then slams into a chicken shop before the passengers run off, leaving a man crawling on the ground in agony. The BMW jumped a red light at high speed and quote, with a white van, the fall flying out of control into Rio, Piri in Coventry. 3 men emerged from the wreckage of a common fleet, totally ignoring the van driver, a man in his 30s, who was clearly shocked and in pain. The video shows the bright lights of the van and the BMW approaching the junction assembly, unaware of each other's persons. The van appears to have right of way as a green traffic light can be seen signaling go white. The red can be seen pointed at the BMW. The two vehicles collide in a devastating slam which crushes the front of the van and directs the BMW towards the takeaway. The BMW hits the shop but speeded the van spin in the middle of the road, leaving a trail of daybreak. The van driver then sold out of his vehicle, crawling on the ground. He continues to crawl towards the man in the BMW, appearing to be agony. All 3 men in the BMW assess the situation before fleeing, sprinting as fast as they can. Driver and the man is being treated for minor injuries and inquest continue to trace the driver of the other vehicle.